Now on CoastTV News.
Beating the heat at the beach, an option for sure as we deal with this hot stretch. First Alert meteorologist Bob Tri has been tracking the conditions that have triggered a weather alert. RNC resumes. We look at the Sussex County involvement at the Republican convention in Milwaukee.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Pensick and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. It is another day where the water could be the place for some relief. We're going to get a live look now at Cambridge. This is near the banks of the Choptank River. Not a lot of boat activity there right now. Our First Alert meteorologist Bob Tri joins us with a look at First Alert weather. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. I think if it was a weekend day, we'd see a lot more boats out there, but no, not today. It's hazy, hot, and it is humid. We're looking at 80s and already lower 90s from Millsboro to Seaford, 91 in Milton, 92 in Redden, and 80s and even 90s along the coast right now. Rehoboth, you're currently at 92 degrees. Now, as far as our dew point temperatures are in the 70s to around 80 degrees, indicating very, very muggy air out there. It feels like temperatures already in the triple digits from Del Mar up to Milton. 108 in Seaford is what it feels like. 111 in Milton, 106 in Redden, and even along the coast, we're looking at some triple-digit heat index values. Wind's not really helping out all that much. Very, very light, so no relief there. Excessive heat warning for interior Sussex County. The exception is right along the immediate coast, where you have a heat advisory, and that extends down into Salisbury and a portion of the eastern shore. And we also have the eastern shore under an excessive heat warning through Wednesday evening. Really no relief out there. We're seeing lots of sunshine and maybe just a few little clouds. We're looking farther to the west for stormy weather. So far, nothing across the Ohio Valley, but maybe a stray storm this evening. Otherwise, it's just plain hot with temperatures into the mid-90s and even into this evening, temperatures in the 80s, and feels like temperatures around 105 to 110 away from the coast and even triple digits along the coast as well. We've got a couple more days of heat and then relief in the form of showers and storms, and then cooler for the end of the week. Forecast details coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Bob. And with all that heat, the beach is an obvious popular place to be, but it's not all fun and sun for first responders. They have to work through this heat. The sergeant of the Ocean City Beach Patrol supplies all of the Ocean City lifeguards with water, making sure they're hydrated so that they can be more effectively doing their job, something especially important in the middle of a heat wave.
We have had some heat-related emergencies, and usually that is because of lack of hydration. So, you know, when you're coming to the beach, you want to make sure that you're hydrated before you get to the beach, you know, and while you're here.
And cooling stations have been set up around Delmarva. A list of those can be found on our CoastTV News app. Well, there's a potential of us experiencing the hottest day of the calendar year, so we wanted to know about some of the hottest days ever recorded for our area. And what we did, we went to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and here is what we found. Almost a year to the date, we're talking July 21st, 1930, Millsboro experienced a 110-degree day. That is the Delaware state record. Same day, the record for Salisbury was set at 106 degrees, the hottest day ever in Lewis. That was 102. That was on June 21st, 1997. We're now taking you to Milford for a live look there. A policy issue for the city's schools coming under review, and now a decision will be delayed. Supporters of the policy say it would keep classrooms free of things that could create an offensive, hostile, or intimidating learning environment. It was tabled on Monday's Board of Education meeting. ACLU Delaware has been vocal in its opposition to the policy, claiming it violates the First Amendment rights of students and staff. Board member Dr. Adam Brownstein said the plan does not censor speech. Now, we heard several opinions at the meeting, including this one.
In this country, we enjoy freedom of speech, but with that freedom comes responsibility, and in today's environment and social media, people are posting things that a person with common sense and maturity would say this doesn't need to be shared publicly.
And according to Dr. Brownstein, the push for the policy, this began with a Jewish student in the aftermath of the October 7th Hamas attack on Israel who was confronted with a perceived pro-Palestinian image. Also happening today, the resumption of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee with some Sussex County representation. On Monday, Julianne Murray, who you see on your screen there, offered the rules resolution and Murray, who lives in Seaford, is the Delaware Republican Party chair. She also was the person who pledged all the state's 16 delegates for Donald Trump. Democrat National Committee is reportedly moving quickly to confirm President Biden as that party's nominee. According to a report in the New York Times, it cites 4 high-ranking, though anonymous sources. And according to the Times, the confirmation would come weeks before the Democrat National Convention in mid-August. This, as Democrats are divided on whether Biden should run again in the wake of his poorly received debate performance. The attempted assassination of former President Trump has people on Delmarva calling for unity. People gathered for a prayer vigil at the Veterans Memorial in Ocean Pines on Monday. Some who spoke with fear that the current events might worsen the country's political divide.
Doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat, whether you're a Republican. We need to get this country back to the Judeo-Christian values that it was built on.
Seeing how things have been over the past 4 or 5 years, I don't believe this is going to change the great, vast political divide that we're living in right now.
Organizers wanted the vigil to show this weekend's events can bring our nation closer. Coming up, Assateague ammo alert, how the World War II explosives are being handled at that beach location. CoastTV News Midday returns after this.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself in flooring, to ensure you get the best product to fit your needs, and that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
They worked with me, gave me different options, kept within that budget, completed it on time. Delmarva Design Center was awesome.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
If you're experiencing ringing, humming, or buzzing in your ear, you may have tinnitus.
Tinnitus is a condition that can make it hard to understand speech, relax, or sleep.
If you have any of these symptoms, the first step is getting your hearing tested. The audiologist will be able to diagnose your problem and prescribe you devices that can alleviate your symptoms.
Hearing aids like Signius even offer tinnitus programs that can offset tinnitus noises.
To learn more information about Massed Audiology, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
In 2019, 2 visionaries banded together behind a restaurant to create the ultimate pizza, starting from scratch, just like our dough. At the Dough Bar, everything is a season for a reason. From our gourmet specialty pizzas to our signature sandwiches and mouth-watering entrees, we use high-quality ingredients for a freshness you'll crave. Enjoy our specialty cocktails with 16 craft brews on tap, or toast your own s'mores tableside by the water. Order online or visit the Dough Bar, Milton, Delaware's hidden gem.
I can't wait to get to work.
I'm so glad you said that.
Oh, let's get you ready for ball. 1 lap for each vowel.
You weren't kidding. This is great for the biceps. This is not what I had in mind when you asked me to carpool.
It's a big win. Let's do it.
Yes, I'm ready.
Ryan Seacrest joins Vanna White this fall on Wheel of Fortune.
I'm ready.
Wheel of Fortune on CoastTV. Wake up smarter.
I've got the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Remember in elementary school when you would make those boxes?
Find your next furry friend.
His name is Peppy, and he's a 12-year-old Chihuahua mix.
And discover your inner clumsy.
That's a sad sign that you're getting old when you just take a little tumble like that.
Make your mornings brilliant. Join April weekdays from 6 to 10 on 107.1 The Dump. Sponsored by Acme Ceramic Tile Company.
Bit of history has been washing ashore on the beaches of Assateague Island lately. In recent weeks, people have been finding World War II ordnance fragments. They are the remains of unexploded bombs and missiles in the sand. Now, take a look at this video that we have here. That's the Dover Bomb Squad exploding one of those old ordnances. It's part of a procedure that the park staff takes each time someone finds one of those potentially unexploded bombs. Park Superintendent Hugh Hawthorne says though the risk is low, they do take extreme precaution.
There's a potential danger. It's not a high danger. It's 99% sure that they're not dangerous at all, but 99% is not 100%. And when we deal with what we call UXOs, unexploded ordnances, we have to be 100% sure before we treat it as something other than a UXO.
And Assateague was once used by the U.S. Navy as a missile testing site from 1945 to the early 1950s. Some scrap that's buried in pits, that is what has been washing ashore. If you fish for striped bass, we have a reminder from the Maryland Department of Natural Resources. Striped bass fishing not allowed in the Chesapeake Bay starting today through July 31st, the department says. This is necessary to protect the species because when water and air temperatures rise in the hottest part of summer, fish are vulnerable to dying after being caught and released.
We've got the 3 H's going on, hazy, hot, and humid. Here's our gutter helmet cam. You can see the haze and the heat. It's right now 92 in Ocean View, and you're headed into the low to mid 90s this afternoon as it is one of the hottest days of the year as the excessive heat continues. Yellow advisory today for the heat, then a code red Wednesday for heat and possibly some severe weather. Here's our UV index brought to us by Ocean City. Not a shock, it's a 10, very high with all that sunshine, hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, the whole deal as we're in that very high range, essentially the next several days with the exception of Saturday. So be safe in the sun and the heat. I'll have the very latest on your forecast coming up after the break.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865 or go to getbullseyepro.com.
Show a hard-working woman in your life the appreciation they deserve with Working Woman Wednesdays.
It could be your mother, your wife, a coworker, or any woman you know. Nominate them for a chance to win a special prize pack. Go to WBOC1025.com, fill out a short form, and tell us why they are so special and deserve to be honored.
Then join me, Stinson, every Wednesday as I announce that week's winner.
Working Woman Wednesdays, only on 1025 WBOC.
No city in the world like this, and if you ask how I know, I got to plead the fifth. Make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise.
Sunkissed Summer Mixtape on 1025 WBOC.
Sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Tonight at 6, Delmarva's hottest day of the year, how farmers are dealing with the extreme heat. Plus, a canine influenza outbreak in Delaware halts out-of-state dog transports, intakes, or adoptions. How long this will last. Tonight on CoastTV News at 6.
Aloha and congratulations to Tina Marzek, who won Draper Media's Pick Your Trip contest, sponsored by Alpha Roofing and Siding. Tina chose a trip to Hawaii. Special thanks to Suicide Bridge Restaurant for hosting our party. Food, swag, we even had a costume contest. Keep listening to your favorite Draper Media radio station for more chances for locals to win.
NBC News Daily, weekdays at 1 on Coast TV.
We're looking at possibly the hottest day of the year for Delmarva, and I'm awaiting our Laurel camp to come up, and it may, but anyway, in Laurel right now, if the camera was up, you'd see a lot of hazy sunshine and 89 degrees. And in Laurel this afternoon, we're looking at temperatures topping out in the mid to upper 90s. So it's going to be a scorcher out there. Already lower 90s from Seaford to Georgetown and Millsboro, 92 in Seaford, 91 in Georgetown, 91 in Lewis, 89 in Indian River Inlet, and even 90 in Ocean Pines at the present time. And we're looking at dew point temperatures well into the 70s and lower 80s. That's telling us we've got so much moisture in the air. It's like that air you can wear, and it is just oppressive. It feels like 102 in Georgetown, 104 in Millsboro, and even along the coast, 104 Indian River Inlet, 106 in Rehoboth, 102 in Milford, and at times we're going to be feeling like 110 or even higher this afternoon as the winds aren't helping very much. They're variable right now. now. Excessive heat warning into areas of interior Sussex County, where we're looking at those high heat index values with a heat advisory through tomorrow evening for coastal areas from about Lewis to Ocean View and the state line. So not as hot for you, but that said, still very hot at the beaches. And for Maryland, from Salisbury to Ocean Pines, you're under a heat advisory, excluding the coast. And then farther north, interior Eastern Shore, we're looking at an excessive heat warning through Wednesday evening. Not much in the way of shade from Mother Nature, seeing a lot of hazy sunshine, just a few clouds right now. And that's pretty much the case all across the Mid-Atlantic region. There is a trough back to the west. We could see some storms firing up along this little trough into the Ohio Valley. But eventually this energy will shift to the east and end our heat wave, but that won't be until tomorrow evening. Now, Futurecast, this latest model run, boy, it's about 10 degrees off. It's only showing 80s this afternoon. I wish we're looking at mid to upper 90s as we go into the afternoon. Still very hot as we go into this evening. Maybe a few clouds overnight, and we're barely falling to about 80 degrees by tomorrow morning. It's another hot day on your Wednesday with temperatures in the low to mid 90s late morning, and it's going to be another hot one tomorrow afternoon with middle 90s. But we have some relief in the form of a cold front. Here comes some showers and thunderstorms and maybe some damaging winds with heavy rain as this front moves through tomorrow evening into very early on Thursday. So secure those outdoor items. Certainly could be some strong winds, and then any showers in Thursday morning. And we'll see some clearing with temperatures into the mid to upper 80s, but the humidity levels will be much lower. But today, feeling like 105 to 110. We've already got triple-digit feels-like temperatures along the coast, and pretty much the same for Wednesday. Could feel even higher than 110. There is that threat for severe weather, a level 1 risk across southeast Delaware into parts of Maryland. That's a low chance of damaging winds, and then farther to the north in this yellow-shaded area, Eastern Shore and northern central Delaware, that's where we could see some damaging winds. 98 this afternoon, but feeling like 110 at times. Use caution in the heat. 77 tonight, then 95 Wednesday, and those storms roll in later. So it's the heat and storms that's prompting that first alert day. Code red on your Wednesday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Cooler on Thursday, 85. Lingering storms, and then middle 80s into the weekend. Dry Friday and Saturday. Maybe another storm chance by Sunday and Monday.
Here's what's coming up today at 4 on Coast Life. Where do Olympians keep their medals? We talked to a few of them just over a week before the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. And a summer eye emergency. Maybe you forgot your contacts. Or you got an injury while on vacation. Instead of having to wait months to see somebody, we know a place that can see you right away. We have all that and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
Attention Delmarva homeowners. HomeSmart started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homes to participate in our first ever bath makeover event and receive test market pricing on a beautiful new walk-in shower. We want to showcase our Kohler Luxstone showers in real bathroom conditions, including Kohler's proprietary crushed stone walls that won't harbor bacteria or soap scum. That's right, homeowners will receive promotional pricing just to determine if our exquisite product lines are the right fit for your bathroom project. 30 homeowners who call now will save. Receive 50% off installation of a new Kohler Luxstone shower. Plus, call during this program for no payments until 2025. Senior and military discounts. Call HomeSmart now with zip code and location to qualify. Call 1-800-616-8289. That's 1-800-616-8289.
The Trump assassination attempt. Will he need plastic surgery to repair his ear? Next, Inside Edition, reconstructing Trump's ear. What top plastic surgeons are saying today. Then, did the shooter have a fascination with the JFK assassination? What his former classmate is telling us. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on CoastTV.
Show a hard-working woman in your life the appreciation they deserve with Working Woman Wednesdays.
It could be your mother, your wife, a coworker, or any woman you know. Nominate them for a chance to win a special prize pack. Go to WBOC1025.com, fill out a short form, and tell us why they are so special and deserve to be honored.
Then join me, Stinson, every Wednesday as I announce that week's winner.
Working Woman Wednesdays, only on 102.5 WBOC.
Help put a smile on someone's face at the Eastern Shore Mission of Mercy, a free 2-day adult dental clinic on September 13th and 14th at the Wicomico County Civic Center in Salisbury. There are so many volunteer opportunities that require no medical background to support community members in need. For more information about the Mission of Mercy or to register to volunteer, visit easternshoremom.org.
Hacking group Nullbulge says it leaked thousands of internal Disney messages. It says the more than a terabyte of data contained information about unreleased projects, raw images, computer codes, and some logins. Nullbulge calls itself a, quote, hacktivist group. It says it gained access through a Slack user who had cookies. President Biden working to set a federal cap on rent prices. He's expected to unveil details in Nevada today, a state that's seen one of the biggest increases in housing costs nationwide. Biden's plan would eliminate a tax benefit for landlords who increase their tenants' rent more than 5%. Still ahead, non-surgical pelvic floor fixes. We'll show you how to relieve pain and pressure in the area after pregnancy that may have weakened the muscles. Stay with us on Coast TV News Midday.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
The beach, the yard work, road trips. You need a vacation from summer vacation. And all you really want is a good night's sleep in your own bed. But is it comfortable? Find your dream mattress at Out & Brothers Home Furnishings. Memory foam, inner spring, cool top, pillow top, adjustable base. The perfect mattress to fit every body and every budget. With payments as low as $19 a month. That's less than taking the family out for ice cream. And Mama needs a new mattress. From Out & Brothers. Furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years.
Has your kitchen remodel been on the back burner?
Move it forward now and take advantage of our biggest kitchen sale of the year.
Paul Davis can restyle your kitchen for half the cost of a traditional kitchen remodel. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition. And the best part is, it's done in as little as 3 days.
We'll bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow and give you an estimate that day.
Call now to get $1,500 off, plus free hardware and no payments, no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis.
The restoration and remodeling experts.
Turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. Plus, get free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. Call now.
Take the DSN app with you wherever you go and never miss a game from your favorite local team. Whether you're on the road, stuck at the office, or out with friends and family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live, so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV, download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Help put a smile on someone's face at the Eastern Shore Mission of Mercy, a free 2-day adult dental clinic on September 13th and 14th at the Wicomico County Civic Center in Salisbury. There are so many volunteer opportunities that require no medical background to support community members in need. For more information about the Mission of Mercy or to register to volunteer, visit easternshoremom.org.
It's not a topic most like to talk about, the discomfort and urinary leakage that may be experienced after pregnancy. It's due to a weakened pelvic floor, but Mandy Gaither shows us ways to improve symptoms without turning to surgery.
4 weeks after giving birth, Nicole Lukens started feeling pressure in her pelvic area.
It just felt very heavy. And so knowing my body, I knew something wasn't right.
Lukens was diagnosed with a prolapsed bladder, the result of a weakened pelvic floor causing discomfort and leakage. One option was surgery.
I'm thinking that's just not going to happen because surgery means I can't lift my baby afterwards. It's just not going to happen.
Instead, Lukens' doctor referred her to pelvic floor therapy aimed at alleviating symptoms by strengthening those muscles.
This myth that once we've had kids or as we get older, we're just going to start leaking and we'll just lose control of these muscles and it's just gone. is sad, and it's definitely not true.
Tessa Ladd, an occupational therapist with Orlando Health, helped to teach Lukens new ways to breathe and move to support the pelvic floor.
With consistency, with education, with training, you really can regain control of these muscles, and you really can start to learn how to coordinate them and use them so that you don't have pain or leaking or any risk for prolapse.
A lot of it was yoga moves and how I was breathing and stretching.
Now about 9 months postpartum, and Lukens says her doctor is amazed with her progress.
I don't really have very many symptoms at all, but it is something I work on daily.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
It's a sea of beach umbrellas on the Gateway Subaru Cam in Ocean City. If that's correct, it's chilly in Ocean City. 70 degrees. The rest of us are in the 90s, and you're into the mid-80s this afternoon. That's where you'll find the relief from the heat that's still with us for a couple of days. Now we do get some relief in the form of showers and storms. Tomorrow evening, some of those could be possibly severe, then cooler temperatures. Call the CoastTV First Alert weather phone. It's 443-880-9100. Sponsored by Bairdman, Dallas, Brockstead, and Federico. Your 10-day forecast is coming up next.
It's whaler season at Taylor Marine Center. Enjoy summer savings on the unsinkable legend, Boston Whaler. Taylor Marine Center has unprecedented inventory, factory incentives, and year-end savings on Montauk's Vantages, the newly designed Dauntless, and the offshore classic Outrage. Taylor Marine Center, with 2 award-winning locations to serve you in Milford, Delaware, and Ocean City, Maryland. Visit Taylor Marine today, your whaler season dealer.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, like myself in tile, to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs, and that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
I was able to look at everything that I was looking for from my new kitchen, including the backsplash and the countertop and the sinks all in one place.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Wake up smarter.
I've got the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Remember in elementary school when you would make those boxes?
Find your next furry friend.
His name is Peppy, and he's a 12-year-old Chihuahua mix.
And discover your inner clumsy.
That's a sad sign that you're getting old when you just take a little tumble like that.
Make your mornings brilliant. Join April weekdays from 6 to 10 on 107.1 The Duck. Sponsored by Acme Ceramic Tile Company.
Weather shapes our lives. At CoastTV, First Alert Weather means we are always at work, ensuring you have the information you need.
We have a strong line that begins to press its way through central portions of Sussex.
Because we know how much weather matters to our coastal community.
Make sure you take cover from these storms.
In sunshine or storms, our promise is to guide, inform, and protect. Weather coverage that prioritizes you. CoastTV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment. In our coastal communities, every wave has a tale. Coast TV brings these stories home, from the smallest shell in Ocean City to the lighthouse in Lewis. What happens here matters. Every moment, every detail is a chapter in our shared story. We're your neighbors, your friends, woven into the very sands of our community. Our stories are your stories, reflecting the heart and soul of our coastal life. Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
Show a hardworking woman in your life the appreciation they deserve with Working Woman Wednesdays.
It could be your mother, your wife, a coworker, or any woman you know. Nominate them for a chance to win a special prize pack. Go to WBOC1025.com, fill out a short form, and tell us why they are so special and deserve to be honored.
Then join me, Stinson, every Wednesday as I announce that week's winner.
Working Woman Wednesdays, only on 1025 WBOC.
It's the summer sizzle heading into this afternoon. Find a cool spot if you can. Now, the day part forecast is saying mid-90s. I think we're seeing upper 90s and triple-digit heat index valleys even into this evening, only falling back into the mid-80s. Feels like temperatures this afternoon around 108 to 111 and even triple digits along the coast. Use caution in the heat. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, 98 today, 95 on Wednesday. It's a code red for heat and storms later in the day. Maybe damaging winds then. Mid-80s after that, Thursday into the weekend. sunshine, some storms Thursday, and then again on Sunday.
Thanks, Bob, and thank you for being here with us on Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app, and don't forget to join us later for Coast TV News at 5. Have a great Tuesday, everybody.